remember you telling me last Thursday that your biggest concern was making sure you had the hand signals down and whether you remembered around a 12 or 14-yard route. Did you accomplish all those things?
Yeah, all that went well.
Is it surreal now, that you've been through a game and now you're getting ready?
It was kind of weird, I guess, a little bit early on, at the first part of the week, I would say. Even if I probably said it wasn't, I think it's because I was trying to block a lot of that stuff out so I could just kind of get the playbook. But now looking back, I'm like, man, a lot really transpired in the last week or so. But I think it's a good thing, though. I think the biggest question marks always for me this past couple years, people were kind of looking at me like I was like a glass house, like, oh, is he hurt? And I would tell guys, like, I'm healthy. But I think sometimes people have to see you just go through weeks after week after week after week of playing, physical football for them to actually believe it. So to be able to get through that week, get a win with the team, and then get prepared for practice this coming week, that's what I'm really most excited for. And really, really excited about getting into this Tennessee game.
Jordan, what was going through your mind when you were able to connect with Carson Wentz for the first time back here at the Lake?
It was, honestly, just Carson works hard. It wasn't like a hard route concept for him to throw. That's pitch and catch for him. So for me the whole time, I'm like, okay, just get to my depth and be on the right timing. And I know he's going to hit me. They ran a lot of two shell, so more of it was about spacing and having to be man to man. And so when I ran the route, I knew, okay, ball's coming. It was right there on the spot. Like I said, it's a lot easier getting back into the swing of things for Carson at QB.
Was there a sense of normalcy, though, knowing that Carson was throwing your catch line?
No, for sure. I think definitely, and I think also there's that sense of, added confidence too, just because, these guys are playing at a high level. Carson, obviously, even coming off injury, everybody knows how good he is. Zach, obviously, is playing at a high level. So is Nelson, Corey Clement, Wendell. I love how Wendell runs the ball, hits the hole, doesn't, you know where he's going. Like, once the hole opens up, he's spitting through there. So then obviously we're adding some more pieces soon. So, definitely takes a lot of pressure off. So now it's like, okay, what do you got to do? Just go out and do your job. And I feel like I think if you're asking me to do that, I can do that pretty successfully.
Have you allowed yourself to process how you left here sooner than you expected? It didn't work in Buffalo. Now you find yourself back here again. Do you ever want to ask yourself why things happen the way they've happened?
I don't really spend too much time doing that. I feel like, kind of when you do that, I think it's easy kind of to compare. You kind of slip in like self-pity or something. I'm like, I'm way too blessed to be doing that. I kind of take it all in stride, and I feel like the last years or whatever leading up to this point or so, it's like, yeah, there's some things that maybe some people might say in the football realm, that's kind of unfortunate. But I think in the grand scheme of things, like life is really good. I'm healthy. I'm playing football with some of my best friends. I have a great wife, loving family. So I have a lot more than a ton of people. I think a million people, probably a billion, would trade whatever situation they're in for mine right now. So I don't really kind of sit back and kind of dwell on that too long. If anything, I'm thankful that it all happened because it helped me become who I am today.
You played 30-some snaps, no training camp, no preseason. Yeah. How did you feel the next day?
I felt great, So, don't tell the people who play in training camp that, though. But yeah, I felt good. I've been taking care of my body, though, at the same time. We worked really hard, me and some of the guys I was training with this whole time that I was out. And like I said, it's just so much easier. Like when you have a small package of stuff that you got to go through, when you're not out there thinking, you get less fatigued. So I knew exactly where I had to go, what I had to do. Carson made it easy with me for some of the signals and everything. So I don't think there was any extra fatigue from not knowing what I was doing or hesitating. It was really just playing football. And this is an environment I'm used to, guys. If anything, being out there on the field is where I'm the most calm. So it really wasn't too hard kind of being able to combat any type of fatigue and go out there and play hard.
Have you ever played back in Nashville since college?
I haven't. I played the Titans my rookie year in Philly. But I've never played back in Nashville since I left college.
Will that be a big deal?
I can't wait. Oh, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to go back. We live there right now. Mm-hmm. Me and my wife, we stay probably like 9 minutes from Vanderbilt. Love the school. Have a great relationship with everybody. Actually, the AD just left, David Williams. I have a great relationship with him. Zeppos is amazing. Coach Mason's he didn't even coach me, and he's like, I feel like he did because he just takes care of us whenever we go back. And then just from Coach Corbin, the baseball coach, that whole community, man, I just love the city of Nashville. So I'm excited to go back with these guys.
Isn't it kind of ironic that you were sitting at home, and now here you get to go back.
Yeah.
You get to play in the game.
I told you I was blessed. So there you go. That's crazy.
How much more do you think you'll be involved in the offense going forward?
I don't want to speculate on that too much. Like I said, that's all for Coach Peterson, those guys to figure out. My biggest thing is making sure that I'm going out there continuing to build trust. And so if you're asking me, like, how do I plan to do that this coming week, I think last week throughout the practice reps, I was more so just focused on making sure I was doing the right thing, more so the what. I think this week I can get into the how, like how I'm doing it, as far as routes, top of the route, getting in and out of my breaks, and then the whys behind everything, knowing that third level of football that helps guys like me who have to be smart football players. I have to be able to play those strengths of knowing how to do stuff right and then why I'm doing it. So that's really what I'm focusing on.